Well, I'm guessing from the title of this film, you think I've never developed a film before in my life. That's not quite true. I used to have my own darkroom it was over 20 years ago now. I could develop and print colour, so I had my own colour darkroom. And I used to live in a flat and I had all the facilities I needed there, but I've not done it for so long. And because of the lockdown, I wanted to get back into it. And I wanted to do more and more film photography for this actual channel. Now, I don't know how I'm going to quite put this together because I have a video I filmed taking this film, and I don't know whether to integrate the two together so you actually see the film development and the actual photographs I took at the time. There's one big problem. This film expired in 2007. Now I've got other films I'm going to be developing which are I've just bought. In fact, I've just bought some RPX 25 which I'm going to be doing soon, and a few other films there as well. But I wanted to do my first development on something that was out of date, and the reason being is I need to know I'm getting things right. The developer I've got for this, it's already mixed up, not at temperature yet. I haven't put it in the pot. Going to be doing that later on. Is ID11. The reason I picked ID11 out of all the different developers I can choose is that this film Tura Professional, which is this one, it's the only one I could find with a proper development time was for ID11 for 9 minutes. So that's why I'm going to develop it in ID11. That's why I bought that, and it's just made up of stock rather than any further dilution. Now, I'm using the Patterson's drum. I've got a little room just here which I can actually use as a dark room. Okay, so I thought you might like to see my little dark room where I've got everything set up. Now, when I shut the door and it actually goes really pitch black, I switch off the lights in the kitchen and then just close the door behind me. As I say, I've not done this for like so long, for 20 years, so it's going to be kind of strange for me to actually do this. So yeah, you'll see me again when the film's loaded. Okay, so I've managed to get the film in the drum, and I'm not going to bore you with 9 minutes of development and then some fixing time and that sort of thing, but as you can see, my timer is probably can't see it there, it's probably too close, but I'm now going to develop this. The thing is, I haven't got a clue if anything's going to come out at the end, so when you see the dramatic pause and then the showing of the film later on, if there's nothing on it and the film's no good, I'm sorry, that's just the way it is, I'm afraid. It's just one of those things, it's just going to be a test. But I'll show you, I'll film a bit of the development process until you actually see a shot of me actually doing the work. Okay, that's like in the instructions, it also says to agitate for about, I think it's the first minute if I remember correctly. I should have watched a few tutorials videos myself, but I think they normally do it about the first minute, so that's what I'm going to do. And they always say about tapping the drum to the air bubbles out. I don't think I ever once had air bubbles on a film, ever. I'd had emulsion lifting before, but that was probably something completely different. Okay, I'm just coming up to the end of the development time now. What's interesting is I always tell people when I used to develop, always hold on to the lid just in case it's come unclipped, and I will do that myself. And then I'm going to go and wash it, so it's just about to end now, I think. Okay, I'm just going to put the fixer in now. So here we go. And I've diluted it 1 to 9 to be a bit more conserving with the chemicals. It can be done at 1 to 4 and it will do it in about 3 minutes. I might overfix it a bit because I don't know if I've got the dilutions right, and I want to get it as best as I can. My only other thought about this is when I was starting working on this process was the actual camera I've put the film through I hadn't used for a couple of years, and I'm wondering, does it have a light leak? So if it's got a light leak, it's the whole process of taking these 36 photographs or 30 plus photographs is pointless. Okay, so has it worked? Well, I did have a little bit of sneak peek and I think we're okay. So it's still got some water in it. Let's have a look. Yeah, it actually looks, let's just get this out. Let's have a look. Yep. Yep. That's worked fine. There's a misframe there, but there you go, it worked. So it goes to show that out-of-date film can still be processed.